Hey guys, it's Jim Bounds at Motorhome Rehab Ranch. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me. Now, if you've been following along, this is a now a 10 episode series. This is about the bedroom refinish. Now, if you're getting in on this episode, I strongly recommend you to get some popcorn and go back and watch the other episodes to build you up where I am right now. Okay, I really would suggest to do that. Now, if you're on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. If you just kind of rolled through on your feed and you found me, hold on. There's a bunch of stuff here. Watch me on YouTube if you want, but take your phone and shoot this QR code over here. Okay, and that will take you directly, this will take you directly to our Patreon site. And at the Patreon site, you'll see this video. If you scroll down from the main site, where this takes you, you'll see this video. And you'll see the last 10 videos. So you'll see all of the episodes of this down below this. Okay? All right. So let's get started. What we're going to be doing now is we're going to be cutting and fitting panels in the bedroom on the sidewalls and the headliner. Now, when I say cut and fit, this thing's like a sailboat. You cut, you fit, you finish, and then you adjust and install one board at a time, because you have no flat surfaces and you have no square surfaces. Everything's rounded, so you have to build it like a sailboat, one piece at a time. And that's what we've been doing. That's why I say you need to go back and take a look at where we're at. Now today, what we're going to be, take a look over here. What we're going to be doing today is this is called a closeout panel. It's around the window. It's a closeout panel. It sticks in the top right here, and then it sticks into the bottom channel right here. Now this first closeout panel on this wall goes 1 inch past right here. Make sense? All right, so we're gonna fit this one. We're gonna make this panel. Okay, so the first thing you do is you take a piece of 1/8 inch cabinet grade Luan plywood. Now a lot of people say, "Oh, why you don't want to use plywood? It gets wet." No, well look, dude. The reason it's taking me so long to do this is because I needed to seal my coach. I had a water leak. Well, you've got to seal the coach first, because everything you put in here is going to be susceptible to water, including you, and the carpet, and the cat, and everything else. So you want to get it all sealed up first. You're going to use 1/8 inch plywood. There's Marandi, Luan, spruce, whatever they have. Now I understand that that Home Depot has actually started carrying 1/8 inch plywood. I haven't seen what it looks like yet. It needs to be pretty straight, but go take a look. Usually I get my wood from a specialty cabinet shop wood supplier. Take a look for that. You're going to need probably 2 sheets, 2 4x8 sheets of plywood to do this. All right, so out of your panel, you're going to cut a panel 10 inches, which is 9 inches, and then it goes 1 inch behind the panel by 38 inches. 38 inches is your magic number. It goes from the top slot to the bottom slot. 38 inches. Double check yours to be sure. Okay? So that's the panel. Now the next thing you're going to do is go outside. There's me. You go outside and take a Sharpie and mark the window. Now I pulled it away so you could see it and put arrows on it. The reason we're doing this, well, here, hang on a minute. Okay, you can see how you got the curve, right? Now this is the curve on the front. It's also the curve on the back of the window. What am I going to use to cut it? You use an Olfa knife. Here's my Olfa knife right here. You cut the plywood, 1/8 inch plywood, about 4 cuts of this, and all these blades. It's a break apart blade. You break it off. You maybe make 3 turns and then break it off. Make sense? So you're going to follow that line. You're going to cut that out. You're going to create this right here. I'm sorry. You're going to create this panel right here. It'll go 1 inch behind. And now you say you've got this, but you've also got this one, because you just take that, turn it around, and make another one just like it and put it over here. It'll come right to that edge right there, because that is 38 inches. And this 10 inches. This comes over 10 inches. It gets around the curve. Then you make a piece here that ties them together, and a piece here. Make sense? These will be tied together with this. This is the H mold that we used. This side right here, and this side. You're going to cut it to fit right there, about a 2-inch piece, and slide it in there. Does that make sense? Right there. Okay? So you make a piece for here, 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 and here. That'll tie it all together. So this is the cut, and we fitted it. Make sense? Both sides are the same. Right. So first part of our cutting and fitting is going to be the the closeouts, or the side panels. The next part of our fit will be the headliner. Now, in the last video, you saw where this rear cap was in 3 pieces. We covered it, insulated it, and put it in. Well, we didn't insulate this yet. I'll go over that in a minute. We put that in, screwed it into the sides, and then we put this H mold right here. Again, the same stuff. This H mold right here, which drops the headliner panel, down, and it slides in. There won't be as much stress and tension on it. Okay, you see what I mean? So this is the material, and this is into one side of it. This panel right here, 72.5 inches from side to side is your magic number. 72.5 inches. We cut a piece that went from the edge of the vent in the ceiling, from there to there, maybe 7.5 inches, and made it 72.5 inches long. Popped it in, put another piece of H mold right there on it. You see? Then, right here, 15 inches is what that was. I wrote it in. Then I have another piece of H mold here, and then we do another piece, another big piece that goes all the way. This is the hallway. This is the panel on the back side of the bathroom. It comes all the way to 1 inch past this. You can kind of see it in there. Just come just past that. The width of it is 72.5. The length is from here to the front of the vent, and then you cut out the vent. You cut out the vent to make the second piece. So the headliner has been cut and fitted in 2 pieces. Okay, makes sense? 2 pieces. Here's the second piece. Now, this is cut and fit. Okay? First we cut the sidewalls, then we fitted them. We haven't made the aluminum yet. Then we're going to cut and fit the headliner panels. And I made them 2. You can make it 3. It depends on what you want to do with the vent. You could go from the headliner, from the rear cap to the vent. You could do a small one to the other side of the vent, and then a third one if you want. We did it in 2. All right, now, next episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to finish, cover. Remember how in the last episodes I covered the rear cap? Remember how I covered this rear cap right here? So we're gonna cover this piece. Also, we're gonna cover all of these pieces with that same material. And then we're gonna insulate the back of it, and then we're gonna put it back in for the last time. Make sense? So there's another series of videos that I did on headliner and sidewalls in the front of the coach, which is very similar to what I'm doing here. I'm basically doing the same thing, except I'm having to deal with the rear cap. My front cap had already been put in. Subsequent to the next video, we'll be doing these lower panels. Be doing this lower panel right here, and then start going down below where our water tank, and we're going to build a platform here. I'm going to have a dedicated platform with a dedicated bed. Some of you guys want to have the settee in the back and then roll it out with a bed, which is cool, which is fine. This panel will be important. Now, there's going to be a blanket locker here. Okay, the panel on the other side will be important, and then your fold outs will go into that. Okay, so you won't be doing the bed platform, but just follow me as I do mine. The reason I'm doing this is we're going to be going on the road with it. We're not going to be using this as much like soccer games and little short things. This is going to be a over the road coach. Is going to have a dedicated bed, big fat foam mattress to be real soft and all that kind of stuff. If you want to do that, having a dedicated bed is the way. Some folks say that when they fold out the bed and all this that it's not real comfortable, and I kind of agree, it's not that comfortable. But it is nice to be able to have settee, sofas in the back, and then a bed if you want to keep it convertible. I'm not trying to get you away from the convertible thing. Matter of fact, putting in the sidewalls, that's all the same, the headliner and all that. But when I get down to the bottom, we'll be doing a dedicated bed. All right, guys. Well, I hope this has given you a couple of things to think about. If you're doing your interior at the same time I am, sorry about the time it's taking. It's cold. It's cold. I'm sorry, guys. I'm from Florida. I can't get out first thing in the morning like I usually do and do stuff. I gotta let it warm up a little bit. It took me a little time to get to it. The next video will come out in a couple, 3 days, which will move us one step further. All right. Well, look. Thanks for your time. If you feel this is worth it, become a ranch hand. Help me do all these videos to go into our database for the future, for you to use in the future. You may not be wanting to do the bed right now, bedroom, but these will be here, so when you do, you can go through them with your popcorn and figure out everything, and then call me. My videos are set up to get you interested in what I'm talking about, to get you thinking about it, get your juices flowing in your head, and then call me. And then we'll do it together. Make sense? Look, guys, thanks again for your time. Call me. Thanks for your support. We'll see you next time.